Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for joining me. Make sure that you like this video, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified, and leave me some comments. So obviously by the title of this video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about my experience as a Postmates driver. Shout out to Postmates. Shout out to all you Postmates drivers out there. Shout out to those of you who use Postmates as a consumer, because I'm one of those people as well. I use Postmates sometimes, to order in. So just shout out to the whole platform on both sides. So I started driving for Postmates about 3 years ago. And I know that because my son is 3, my youngest son is 3. And I stayed home with him for the first year of his life. And when I was home with him, that was the first time in my entire life that I decided to stay home and take a year off of work. And it was a great experience, great opportunity for me to be able to do that. My husband and I planned for it, we saved for it, and we knew that he would be able to take care of everything and just let me stay at home and enjoy being a mom with our youngest for a year. And that's what I did. However, with me and my personality, I don't want to say that I got bored, but I was still looking for something to do, something that was going to generate me some income, because that's just the type of person I am. My mind is always racing a million miles per minute about what I can do to generate income. That's just, I don't know. That's just me. So it wasn't too long into that year that I was home and I started looking for things, or sometimes things would just find me, so to speak, because I'm always reading blogs. I'm always looking online for things. And so this is when, now that I think about it, this was the inception of Postmates in my market anyway. I think that it was fairly new in any market, but when I started with them 3 years ago, I know that they had just opened in my market, which is in Sacramento, California. I actually live in Elk Grove, California, which is a suburb, right outside of Sacramento. And I remember 3 years ago, Postmates was not even servicing my city of Elk Grove, which they are today. So they're growing rapidly. But when I started a little over 3 years ago, it's probably closer to 4 years because my son will be 4 in February. They were not in my city. So I would have to drive to downtown Sacramento, which is about a 15-minute drive just to get work. So I decided to do this video because now that I'm back to work full time, I just started a business. I don't really do Postmates anymore because I simply just don't have the time, and there's really not a need for it in my life at this time. Every now and then there is, like, it's the holiday. The holidays are coming, of course. I get caught up in the rat race of the holidays and buying gifts and things along that line. So I have been out there a little bit, here and there to make extra money to, do holiday stuff. But that's the only time I find myself doing Postmates now, when I want to make some extra money really quickly, to close the gap, maybe for the end of the month or whatever. It's there. That's the good thing about it. It's there if I need it, when I need it, whatever. But like I said, I decided to do this video because lately, when I drive for Postmates, I notice, I don't know if the pay structure has changed, but it seems to be, I don't want to say it's not worth it. I'll just give you all an example. Last week, I did a run for Postmates, and I got the job came up on my app, and I don't particularly I don't know if any of y'all drive out there for Postmates, but if you do, you'll know what I'm talking about. I don't particularly like when I get the orders come in and they're not already ready for pickup, meaning I, as the Postmate, have to let me back up, because Postmates doesn't want you to call orders in. They want you to drive to the location. They want you to go inside the location, place the order there, wait for the order, And then once the order is ready, go drop it off to the consumer. I don't particularly like those options. I like the ones where you get it, comes on your app. It says the order is ready for pickup. So by the time you get there, it's already ready. You just got to go pick it up, and it's already prepaid. Those, in my opinion, move a lot faster. And I feel when they move faster, I could be more efficient, and my time is being used a little bit more valuably, and that's worth the money, so to speak. When I have to, in the instance where I had to drive to the restaurant, place the order, and wait for the order, and the wait was 45 minutes, and they're paying you, I forget what it is, 7 cents for every, or less than that, for every like minute that you have to wait for the order. I don't even think it's 7 cents. But anyways, something really, really low. My point is, I know it's taking me a while to get to my point. That order from start to finish took me an hour, and my payout on that was like $5. So basically, for 1 hour of work, I'm being paid $5 an hour. That's not even minimum wage in the state of California that I live in. So shout out to LaCroix. You guys know this is my favorite. I drink LaCroix all day, every day. Still waiting on them to call me for a good old collab, or let me be their sponsor. Thumbnail. Love LaCroix. Anyways, I digress. $5 for an hour's worth of work. Now, tips. I don't know what's going on in my neck of the woods of Elk Grove, California, which again I said is a suburb. Shout out to Elk Grove. But when I do deliveries here in Elk Grove, which is most convenient for me, obviously, because this is where I live, I want to do deliveries close to where I live to save me on gas. That's another thing that I'll get to in a second. Gas. Sometimes I feel like I'm only making enough. I've made what it took me to put gas in my tank. So it's like, it doesn't feel worth it sometimes to me. So, tips. That's what I was talking about. Elk Grove, where I live. I notice when I do deliveries here in the suburbs, I could do 10 deliveries. Out of those 10 deliveries, 2 or 3 people might tip me, okay? In order to make money doing Postmates, the tips are very important, okay? You don't make tips, what you're making is not really worth it. It's like an average of $4 to $5 maybe per delivery. And that delivery could, usually takes you 20, 30 minutes from start to finish, up to an hour from start to finish on some of these deliveries. So just in my opinion, I do feel that Postmates can be very lucrative with tips. And from my experience, I find that you make more tips in bigger city type areas, metropolitan areas. Postmates has ventured into more suburban areas, but I find when I do deliveries around my home, which is a more suburban area, the tips are much less. If I go 15 minutes into downtown, the major city area, I get a lot larger tips. Without tips, I feel that sometimes it's just not worth it. With tips, you're averaging about $10 per delivery, and a lot of times you can do one delivery start to finish within 20 to 30 minutes. So you figure you're making $10 every 20 to 30 minutes. That could be extremely profitable. Without tips, it's more like $5 every 20 to 30 minutes. And then like I mentioned, sometimes in very rare cases, it could be up to an hour from start to finish for a delivery. So I'm at the point in my life where I have, thankfully, thank God, some other very profitable income streams coming in right now. So Postmates is a very, very bottom of my list. I still will do it though, just depending. Like I did some deliveries for a couple of weeks leading up to Christmas. just for some extra holiday funds. But primarily, it is right now at the very bottom of my list for income stream. But I encourage all you out there who are looking for additional income stream, or whatever your case may be, or primary income stream, even if you could do it full time. That's the other thing. Your profit is going to depend on how often you can do deliveries. But everything else I have going on right now, I just don't have the time. And I look at the profit margin sometimes and I'm just like, I don't even know if it's worth it. So you have to take all those things into consideration. I have seen recently that there is some lawsuits going around for this very particular thing for Postmates and DoorDash and some of the other delivery services, saying that, the drivers are not being paid at least minimum living wage. And I was contacted myself, to file that lawsuit. So I would urge you to take those things into consideration. But at the same time, it is a viable source of income. So with that being said, I will leave my link down in the description box below. If you're interested in signing up to be a Postmates driver, give it a run, especially if you live in a populated metropolitan area or close to one. I will say you will make some money. If you're in a more rural suburban area, give it a shot, give it a go. Like I said, I'll leave my link in the description box. You could sign up, and let me know. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, make sure you share this video, and make sure you leave me some comments. Until next time, Merry Christmas. And I think I might come back with another video today. I'm not exactly sure. I'm planning to do a seafood boil, and I think I'll come back and do a video on that as well. So Merry Christmas. I'll talk to you later. Bye.